Hi everybody, welcome to Free Spirit Friendly, the internal travels of a magical nomad. Current country, Mendoza, Argentina. Sometimes patience is all you need, and I learned that today in such a magical way. To keep a long story short, I have been wanting to ride these bikes here, okay? Similar to how you can get a scooter for rent and just, ride around the city. They have bikes here that you could do that with. And so I've been wanting to for my entire 2.5 months of being here, where I'm at currently in Mendoza, Argentina. And so today was a day where I grabbed life by the balls and said, I will ride this bike. But I needed an Argentinian phone number in order to get the acceptance code from the app. First of all, it's not the military. To ride a bike, why do I need to submit a picture of my passport, get an Argentine number? It was a whole process, but I went through it today. And so in me anticipating getting on these damn bikes, today also marks the day, May 12th, that I walked away from a situation and I made a decision that my soul in all of my other lifetimes has never made. It has never made this decision until I made it in this life, to save myself and to discover who I am without the validation of others, right? Needing to be seen for who I really am. Why can't I look in the mirror and see value, That's a big deal to me. And so I made my choice exactly a month ago. And so today, being the anniversary of that big decision, man, the situation was on my mind, right? I was replaying my choice and just the beautiful moments. And so I was craving. I was in a state of craving and of missing. And so I made it my mission that riding these bikes today would cheer me up, right? Making the common mistake of relying on something external to put me at peace internally. Well, the universe slapped me in the face so hard, but beautifully. It was followed with a kiss after. Because after ripping and running downtown for literal... Oh, wait, I have to make sure I'm recording. Hold on. Okay, so after ripping and running downtown for literal 2 hours just trying to figure out this number thing, and then I had to eat. But I was so set on riding these bikes, right? I finally get to the park, right? I'm at the bike stand. Like I told you, it was making me put in all this freaking information just for the app to say, I'm sorry, but you're unable to ride these bikes right now because we're processing your documents. Again, is this a job application? Oh my God. So guys, I was livid. I was stuck on stupid. I closed the app. Of course, I was refreshing it a bunch of times to make sure, what? I closed the app. I was so discouraged. And of course, the situation was still on my mind, pounding. And so, of course, in anger, I thought, oh my God, this bike process is so freaking hard. If only I was on the bikes, then I wouldn't feel this way, right? Immediately, I heard, Camila, you're not being patient. Simple. And of course, ego says, patient with what? Patient with what? I waited 2 months for this moment just to be told no. Patient with the situation. The app didn't say you are now banned from the app after doing all this work. The app said, as of right now, you cannot ride the bikes right now. Immediately, I applied it to the situation that I was replaying, right? The choice I made a month ago. Camila, you are not being patient with the situation. Because it's not never that I could see this person again. It's not now. It's not of your best interest now, just like not riding the bikes is of your best interest now. Ego tried to convince me that it was, right? Craving for something to make me feel better. Why not internally, right? The whole reason I walked away from the situation in the first place, right? Remember, guys, Today I was put in the situation to remember, and I was presented with the opportunity to not only have patience and grace for myself, replaying a situation that happened a month ago. I need to give my mind, body, and soul time, right? Where's the compassion for myself? That in this lifetime, I'm making decisions I had never made. So I'm in unfamiliar territory, trying to rush it, trying to mask the pain. No. Instead of trying to mask it, how about transform it, right? How about I live in the moment and not rely on something externally to take the pain away? That is not the human experience. I am responsible for the moment, right? And so thank God I was in a park because I saw people running and guys, track and field. I'm a certified runner. I was a sprinter in high school and I ran. Actually, I started in middle school. So I was a runner for about 7 years. I went to states and it was just a blast. And I remember, back to the situation that I walked away from, this person, one of their last words to me were, "Don't stop doing what you like." That's what they told me. Do not stop doing what you like. And immediately everything came full circle. Why don't I run? Run. You know, that's me, just me and my body. Such an intimate moment. Running. Now, mind you, this is the first time I ran today, guys, after 6 months, because I'm actually in the process of healing. My body's healed, but literally my mind, body, and soul are being rebuilt at once, but I can sustain it. I'm a big girl. I'm strong. I decided to walk this path, and the situation my body is healing from was deadly. It almost took my life. But with natural foods and, of course, the belief, everything is restored. But I'm still a bit delicate. And so today I ran, guys, and it felt better than, I can't say the word, but it felt pleasureful, like the endorphins, the rush. And it was in that moment, when I was done running, that I realized this is why I walk the path that I do. So I don't know if this episode is really about patience or if it's about having the willingness to give myself what I need. I don't know. But the wake-up call was, Camila, you are not being patient and graceful with the situation. Therefore, you're missing the opportunity to take advantage of this moment and give yourself something different. So in me choosing to run, every problem was solved. The situation was genuinely off of my mind. I alchemized the moment of pain into power. And essentially, I showed myself that I'm everything that I need, which is why I left the situation and the person in the first place. Life is so magical when you make it. And I just want to let you know that anything you're chasing right now will not save you. For half of my day today, May 12th, I was in a state of craving just to realize that I'm everything that I need. It's the same for you. Stop reaching and start holding. My moment of holding myself today was going on a run, showing my body that it can still connect to what it likes to do after 6 months of replenishing it, of rebuilding it from a deadly situation. But whether your situation is deadly or emotional, anything could be transformed for the better. Again, you're watching somebody transform their mind, body, and soul in real time just by realizing that I'm the source of value and importance. So put action behind that belief, and you might be sitting here making a podcast episode someday. But that's it for today's episode. Mendoza, Argentina has presented me with magical opportunities to face myself, and I'm so blessed to be here. And by blessed, I mean that I made the conscious choices, again, out of what's of my best interest. But we can get into that in another episode. But I urge you to reflect, and please feel free to talk with me down below in the comments. What are you sacrificing in the name of a little bit of validation? whether it's your mental health, your physical health, like me, every health part of you, What is it? And why are you convincing yourself that what you're sacrificing is more important than your peace? Please feel free to talk with me down below. And if you'd like to learn from me, I'm actually writing a book. So you can join my free newsletter to stay updated. And I send poetry, my art. I pour myself into my newsletter. So yeah, it will be awesome to see you there for free, for free. I love you so much. Thank you, Argentina. Thank you guys for watching. And until next time. Mwah.